Hi guys, my name is Dalila Sheita and I'm a co-founder and CEO of CG Trader. CG Trader is a 3D design marketplace. We help designers sell their 3D models and we help businesses hire 3D designers. We sell models like those in a variety of industries, such as architecture, gaming, media, 3D printing, and virtual reality. However, we believe that there is an immense opportunity for 3D content in the coming years. The opportunity is appearing because of 3 reasons. Virtual reality devices will be launched over the coming few years by major industry players. Every application on a virtual reality headset needs vast amounts of 3D content, making us very valuable. Industrial 3D printing has been quietly taking off and already produces high-quality products. We believe that businesses will soon switch to 3D printing as a viable alternative to mass manufacturing, and that will be caused by the price decrease. Finally, 3D scanners are starting to be embedded in every mobile device, laptop, computer, thereby making everyone a 3D designer. We believe that 3D is at the stage where stock photography was back in the 90s, and we are working very hard to take advantage of this opportunity. So over the past 2 years, we grew our marketplace 11 times to 100,000 models, which is one of the largest in the industry. We acquired a lot of professional 3D designer members and currently unite 180,000 members from all over the world. Our revenue is currently at $500,000, and our customers include not only design studios, but also companies like Lowe's, Amazon, and Staples. We have worked hard to assemble a very strong team behind this company. Marius, our founder, is a 3D designer himself, so he knows designers' mentality inside out. I've worked at several startups in the US and UK, and I know how to build and grow a company. We've acquired several people from Trustpilot, Modnik, with international startup experience that help us to grow CG Trader to what it is and beyond. To take it to the next level, we are looking for funding. We are looking for 3 million Series A to close this year. And our goal is to expand our team and to scale both designer and customer acquisition. We are also planning to have 1 person in the US for business development initially. And since I have 6 seconds, we are also hiring Ruby on Rails developers, interns, and any talented people. Thank you. Thank you.
Questions now.
Good to meet you again, because we met yesterday. Can you tell a little bit about the competition?
Yes.
And barriers to entry as you go?
So in 3D content, one of our main competitors is TurboSquid. It is about 4 times larger than we are. And we have overtaken all other competitors over the past 2 years. In terms of defensibility, we believe we already have the critical mass to acquire the designers and buyers where it's already a working marketplace.
What are you actually selling? The design, the product? What's the business model?
We are selling mostly digital files, 3D designed, and they are used in different industries like computer graphics, architecture, games, 3D printing, and others.
Can you tell us a bit about, which verticals will grow faster and, in the earlier side, and what you see more of a longer-term opportunity?
Yeah. So we believe that the biggest opportunity in the long term is 3D printing, because it will change how things are manufactured, how products are manufactured. And it's predicted that in 10 years, 3D printing will be a $100 billion industry. So that's a very big opportunity. We think that if virtual reality devices take off with the next generation devices like Oculus Rift, this will be a very fast growth market in the coming years.
Could you tell us a little bit about the competitive landscape and sort of how you differ to the other guys out there that do similar stuff?
Yeah, so we are a marketplace backed by an active community of designers. So the competitor that I mentioned is a pure marketplace. They don't have this kind of designer-friendly terms, which helped us to attract a lot of designers. There are a number of companies like Shapeways and similar ones. They are focused on consumer. We are focused on professional customer.
Last question?
Thank
No.
you.
Thank you.
We are Branchtrack, and we are changing the way companies learn. Every day, millions of companies train millions of people on how to do their jobs. And corporate training comes in two forms. It's either online, PowerPoint-based presentations and manuals, or it's face-to-face in a classroom with a coach. Now, the problem is you can't make someone a good salesperson if you give them a manual to read. And face-to-face works, but it's really expensive to scale. What we have done, we've built a tool which is cloud-based, and it's allowing any company there to build their own unique simulated customer and use that to train their people in customer care, in sales, in negotiations, and more. It's very easy to use. Any company can use it. And it requires zero design skills or technology skills to deliver something that is both impactful and looks good and works out of the box. Currently, we're selling author licenses, but we're switching to a model where we are charging per number of people being trained, so it's more scalable. And finally, we're delivering a marketplace where talented trainers will meet with enterprise customers who want to pay them for the talent and know-how and the content that they build with the tool. The corporate training market is huge and growing, and we're in the hosted tools and platforms segment, which is the fastest growing segment of them all. And what we're doing, we're approaching this from the angle where it's easier to show return on investment, from sales training angle. The team behind the product combines both experience in training and learning and talent in building beautiful applications. And with that, we have delivered a product to the market, which real companies are already using. And now with the help of Seed Camp, we are syndicating a round of 500,000 euros. And if you want to be on board, come talk to me. And if you're looking for disruption, then this is it. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. Can you talk a bit more about the content? So how the content is created, which is used for trainings, because it feels like that's a main thing.
True. Now, over the past 6 months that we've been selling it, we've discovered that corporations really suck at creating good content. So the community effort is there to bring in people who are creative and know their sales stuff and training stuff, so they will build the content, and we give them the opportunity to sell it to companies, so the companies can buy ready-made stuff or templates and then repurpose it to their own goals. And by building this marketplace and community, we are putting our heels into the ground so that it's not easy to copy, it accrues the critical mass. So you're absolutely right. Content is king, and we're working hard on making sure companies can buy it from talented people. Oh, come on, there should be something you wanted to know.
More questions?
Some the guy talking about competition again. No, but like, who do you see yourself, not just now, but who will you fight against in this market? Because you're trying to create a new way in a new market.
Yeah.
Kind of.
what we are like a flight simulation within sales training that anyone can build. And we are fighting against PowerPoint and the PowerPoint mentality of companies who think it's okay to tell people what to do and not let them try doing that. So over the journey of a bit over a year, this has been the biggest enemy, the rigidity of thought in the corporate world. And we are making a dent in it, and we're disrupting this thing now. So I can't say we have like a huge, terrible competitors. It's the companies we want to shift away in mentality.
Just to ask, and how is there any work for a company required to do before they can actually launch those trainings, or do they buy it out of the box and they can just use it, as it is, or does it require like the company to actually adapt to the company's context? All the other things?
No, I say we are really making that sure that it's easy to just go online, start using it. When you reach the mass of I want to share it with employees, you swipe the credit card, you're good to go. So that's it. And that's the key focus, essentially. We're almost out of time anyway. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mindaugas. I am founder and CEO of Pipeline Pharma. This is B2B marketplace for pharmaceutical companies. I have been working in the pharmaceutical industry more than 16 years and was responsible for bringing products from portfolio pipeline. The problem is that pharmaceutical companies are losing too much time, revenue, and profits in order to find reliable suppliers. The solution is marketplace, enables connect pharmaceutical company with the manufacturer online for pharma licensing deals just in a matter of days. The value of one business deal is 100,000 euro or even more, and we are starting to get commission from successful transactions. This is a different business model comparing with competitive service providers, like exhibitions, offline brokering, or payable information online. And this is also a different business model comparing with non-specialized marketplaces like ePharma Hub, as we are focusing our activities for pharma licensing deals only. In marketplace, companies can find a product, make a business proposal, get commercial conditions and negotiate online, and close the deal online. They can save a lot of time and money for traveling and exhibitions, and they can make more deals faster. That's how easy it is now. Since launch 20 months ago, we have more than 4,000 registered users and more than 200 paying companies. Our revenue is 40,000 euro during the 4 months, and we are 12% above our sales targets, and on the way to reach our annual target of 200,000 euro this year. User acquisition cost is 10 euro, and one client can generate 1,000 euro or even more per 1 year. So this is really good project for the investment. We are here today as we are looking investment of 400,000 euro. Half amount is already secured from regional venture capital fund. We are going to use the investment for product development and user acquisition via global marketing activities and sales acceleration in several big markets. Our next milestone is to reach 500 paying companies and €500,000 revenue until end of 2016. The market is huge. However, we are focusing our activities at the moment for small and medium-sized pharmaceutical companies and for pharma licensing deals only. The market is still huge. It's for $4 billion. Our success story is that at the beginning of our journey, we started to take a market share from this huge and growing pharmaceutical industry. And we believe that our journey just started. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'm open for your questions.
What is your real challenge? Adding buyers or sellers?
Now market is driven by the demand. So 90% of the companies need the products for their portfolio pipelines. So our challenge now is that more suppliers, more reliable suppliers, will make more licensing deals with these buyers.
Can you show evidence that your customers are using you more and more, also in terms of percentages of purchases?
So here our customers. At the moment, we are not growing very rapidly as we are still prototyping if the product better fits to the market. So we are working intensively to finalize the product. We hope to do this until 1st of September, and then we would like to grow.
And you said you are starting more from the smaller pharmaceutical companies, and do you think this solution can then go, and scale to the larger companies as well, or it's going to be more of a long-tail solution?
Our goal now is to product fit to the market for small and medium-sized pharmaceutical companies because they have less resources and the business model is working in this area. Of course, we can, in case a business model will start to work, we can grow up and up in the market sizes. So potentially it could be for big pharma and biotech companies we can matchmake as well. So, but this is a little bit later.
Who's the main decision maker in your targeted segment? Is it CEO, head of sales, sales guys? And how many of those key decision makers you had a discussion with regarding like a need of your product?
Okay. Decision maker is, and the driver is business development managers, vice presidents sometimes, it depends on the company size. So first of all, the people who engage in the business development and bringing products to the portfolio. Then, of course, they have, as B2B internal committee, they agree on the conditions which is involved, CEO, vice presidents, BD team. So it depends on the company size. There are our contact person is BD manager.
Did you have any poll or how many your potential key decision makers you had a discussion with, just to understand the real need and decision making process within the targeted segment?
Our goal now, what we are doing, we would like to fully make automatization in the system. So BD manager finding the product in the marketplace, which is now becoming the largest in the industry, 35,000 registered products. He's making a business proposal and getting commercial conditions. With the management, he approves commercial conditions and make a deal online. Of course, they can later do due diligence, those audits and this stuff which is necessary for pharma industry and regulation. But for the commercial conditions, then can agree online.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Simonas. I'm representative of company 8OED, which is a manufacturer of sensors for material analysis. As you may know, every material has its unique light reflection, the same as we have our unique fingerprints. Our invention, sensors, allows us to perform in much wider range. It allows us to analyze any type of moleculars much easier and with higher sensitivity. However, these sensors should be used with special laser-based devices, drivers. But today, we can offer one part of the process, the best gold and silver-coated sensors in the market. They are 8 times more sensitive than the current gold standard. Our patented sensors feature low cost, great repeatability, and easy production. This allows us to perform in much wider range of applications. Talking about applications, it involves everything we do, everything we touch, every single day. For example, food, environment, medicine. The potential market size of it is about 40 billion euros, but we focus. We focus into spectroscopy applications, scientists, and food protection. And the market size of it is about 8 billion euros. We work very serious while expanding possible applications. Therefore, we built a great team with professionals with diverse experience in the field. We have up to 5 new clients every month. Also, we receive repeated orders from majority of them. We can work with R&D and manufacturing companies, scientific laboratories, and governmental institutions. We make sensors, we do feasibility testing, and applications development. We can work with companies who already use this type of applications and with companies who use compared applications currently. In the near future, AutoID will focus into antibiotics and mycotoxins detection. Therefore, we already had meetings with State Food and Veterinary Service, and we agreed in further cooperation. It is worth to mention that in the future, AutoID has ability to reach much more bigger added value while creating not only the best sensors in the market, but also while creating the best sensor readers as well. Currently, our competitors produce large and expensive readers, while AutoID, with its sister company, has technological advantage to create the smallest readers in the market, the same size as credit card reader. We're able to make a revolution in people's life. All we need is a little bit trust from investors amounting 1.5 million euros. Let's reach for new applications together. Thank you for your attention, and please welcome my colleague Evaldas, who will help in answering the questions. Welcome.
Thank you. Can you tell a bit more about the market size? Because I think this 40 billion, I didn't really understand what it is. I mean, is it the current spend on the sensors that you are disrupting by providing like a cheaper alternative and smaller alternative, or is there like any new market there as well?
I have a good example for that. Imagine a milk truck going into a dairy facility, and currently every milk truck has to be tested with 2 sensors for antibiotics. So you can count how many milk trucks are going every day into dairy facility and how many trucks are exporting milk products to Russia, to other countries. And all of these batches, they have to be tested against antibiotics. So this is just one example. And we calculated this market size by comparing competing technologies like immunoassays, which is really a substitute for our technology, currently established method. And our sensor offers better sensitivity and wider application possibilities in terms that we can use our sensor universally to a variety of materials, and these immunoassays, they are dedicated to one certain chemical or one certain bacteria.
You have intellectual property protection on your sensor? I mean, like the usual question of why would Chinese not come in and do it at a mass scale much cheaper than you guys?
Yeah, we have both a PCT patent application pending, and we are planning to validate this patent end of this year into up to 20 countries. Yeah. And we also have our know-how, which is the manufacturing process. Once you see into our sensor and you can magnify it many, many times, you will see this nanostructure, but you will not understand how to make it. So this is double protection, but patent is most important.
What is your go-to-the-market strategy? Are you planning to manufacture yourself? Are you planning to use some partnerships? And what is the distribution model?
Yeah, initially, regarding manufacturing, we will involve subcontractors. There are 2 companies in Lithuania who can manufacture it for us. And regarding distribution?
Yeah, we already have few partners, both for potential partners in USA and Japan.
Yeah, actually, we use a distributor network of our sister company, Integrated Optics, which is quite well established, and we already got orders from them.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello. Meet Adam. Adam is a 28-year-old entrepreneur from London. He usually works 12 hours a day. Meetings, conference calls, emails, and so on. Don't get me wrong, he really enjoys the daily challenge that he has, but sometimes he forgets or doesn't even have time for one essential thing, to have a proper meal. Doesn't it sound familiar to you? We understood that some innovative app cannot fully solve the problem of productivity and stress in the workplace. Modern working conditions require modern food. Something you can eat in a minute, something healthy, something to keep you alive. Hello, Hungry, essential liquid meal for survival in the office jungle. It is the only drink mainly made from one of the best superfood in the world, buckwheat, and it features nutritional ingredient omega-3 to improve your eyesight, brain, and heart health, the most common health issues the office workers face today. It combines benefits of different markets. Fast food, fast consumption, snacks always at your hand, meal replacement tackles your hunger and enables you to perform, and smoothies, unique mixes of vegetables and fruits. To produce this highest quality product, we work with biggest meal replacement manufacturer in Europe. To distribute this product, we work with shipment fulfillment companies, and our product will reach offices at major cities within the days. Our go-to market strategy is unique in beverage industry. Currently, we are making direct sales based on free trial model. We want to verify whether software industry free trial model fits FMCG market. Once the business model is validated, we will start to look for distributors to target offices, and we will introduce our product to retail. Then we will implement this marketing strategy to this business model to different markets, and it will allow us to scale worldwide. We already received an interest to test our product from biggest companies. You may have heard few of them. Our energetic team last year received an investment from Practica Capital. It allowed us to develop the product and to produce first batch. Currently, we have launched our Indiegogo campaign, pre-order campaign. And you have still the last chance. Go to Indiegogo, find Hello Hungry, order it, and you get your product right here, right now. It's that easy. It was a pleasure being here in the finals. Vytautas, co-founder at Hello Hungry. Hello Hungry, goodbye hunger.
Maybe I missed it. Just to better understand, you are going to replace snacks? You are going to replace my meal?
We will replace unhealthy snacks in the offices. No more water and coffee just in the office. You need a healthy solution also to improve the productivity of your people.
Do you work with any experts, like nutritionists, like thought leaders sort of in this space to actually, to claim that you guys are the new superfood,
yes.
That kind of thing?
As we currently work with the biggest meal replacement factory, and we are working with developing the recipe together with them. So we have all the people, the right people to say that our product is really healthy and innovative, and it will really change the whole unhealthy snacks.
You work with some people regarding that as well, like getting, spokespeople to like stand up and say, like someone who's a nutritionist, who's super famous,
currently,
Jamie Oliver, whatever it might be, right?
Actually, yes. Currently what we are doing, we are looking for nutritionalists in UK market to help us to spread the message. So if you know any, I will listen to your advice. Thank you.
I understood that the main focus, the primary market will be UK?
Yes, our home market will be starting in UK.
Do you know by the chance statistics how many healthy snacks or healthy drinks companies starts in UK every year? My feeling is just that it's quite a high number.
Yeah.
And it's a very high level of failure.
I totally agree with it, but we have very clear target offices. We have very clear task to tackle hunger. And it really allows us to be different from others. As our market strategy, going to market strategy is different from other beverage. They usually go to retail, then they will try to go to office supply companies, and we go other way. We go straight to offices, we will test our product, we will they will subscribe to our product. Then we will go to distributors, and we will say that this model that works. So let's talk.
And who will pay for the product? Is it going to be the businesses or the consumers?
So it compares. So if the company, it could be that company pays for it. So it depends on the company policy. We have different examples. In one example, people are paying for the product, and in the other example, a company is paying for the product.
And what's the price point?
Still under consideration, but will be between 279 euros and 299 euros, the retail shelf price. But it's still really hard to say because this is only our pilot production, and we cannot say the final pricing yet.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mantas, and I'm the co-founder of Turutunes. Last 6 years, I've been working on my previous startup that was a game development studio. And during those years, we made more than 300 educational games for kids. And we were thinking that everyone should be able to create a game, and that's why we created Turutunes. Turutunes is a simple drag-and-drop game builder that requires absolutely no coding.
Penn Fishing.
I would like to show you something, but I can't. And so, will we have it back? All right. So you simply hit Create button, just choose the game type that you like, then you add your own graphic files, and then simply by dragging and dropping, you add your background, add some other game objects, and you're done. You have a working mobile game. Since it is so simple, Turutunes has opened a new market opportunity for people who never thought they can be in the gaming industry before. Independent artists and freelance designers keep coming back and creating more and more games on Turutunes and making money. Teachers, parents, or kids also love Turutunes and they use it at home. Last year, we published more than 100 games, and we're releasing 10 new games every month. We have already more than 12 million game downloads, and we're growing really fast. In just last 4 months, we made more revenue than the whole last year. And because of that, we were able to achieve our milestone, became cash flow positive. We opened a new office in Barcelona, expanded our team, and we're ready to grow. So how do we keep on growing? Every game built with Turutunes has an integrated cross-promotion platform. So every game promotes other games. And by promoting a new game to more than 2 million active players every month, we make sure that that game gets enough players, visibility, and traction. The business model is simple. It's always free for users to create a game, and then we monetize it and then we publish it to app stores, like Apple App Store, Google Play, and Amazon Store. Then we monetize the game through in-app purchases and advertisement, and we split the revenue by 50-50 with the game owner. We're the team of 15 people, and most of us have been working together for more than 5 years now, so we know each other very well. We believe that in the 21st century, everyone should be able to create a game, and it should be as easy as using Word for typing or PowerPoint for making presentations. So here's our vision. Thousands of independent, creative people all around the world making their living on creating games. And it should be easy and fun. We're looking for an investment of $1.5 million to scale our business, and we know how. My name is Mantas, and thank you for your time. Now go and build your own game. Thank you.
So how advanced games can you actually make by this tool? Because it sounds like, I mean, the example you made it look like it was also like for children in there. So can you elaborate a little bit about like how advanced can you make it?
So basically, we're targeting a market where people who are not non-professionals, who are just have creative ideas, have especially ability to draw, and they usually needed another developer to help them to create the game. And we're not focusing on developers. We're not replacing Unity engines and stuff like that. We're completely new market, and that's how we're different, actually.
And so I'm gonna ask one more question.
Yeah.
So on the, how do you help your non-developer, like people that use it to build? Very good question, yeah. And how do you help them become better at UX, game engine structure, so that, you know, for in-app purchases, for example, which you're 100% dependent on?
Yeah, so it's a very good question. So we actually take care of all of this stuff. Basically, the platform itself has a UX, has integrated cross-promotion, has integrated ads, has integrated all the revenue streams that possible. So basically, we take care of all of that. And besides that, we offer another service that is actually very unique, that we actually find that person, we contact them, basically this is our actually go-to-market strategy. That's how we find artists. We just contact them and offer them to create a new game because they have an ability to draw. And then we say, you know what, we're going to guide you through the process, give them examples of the best monetizing game structures, give them the design documents, and we help them through the process. We have a team for that, and actually that works very well. Comparing before that we didn't have this team that helped those users, I would say. So now the revenue per game, the average revenue per game, it's up by 50% if we compare when we had it and we didn't. And actually, we're still developing the platform, still finding the best ways to monetize those games, and the revenue per game is increasing ever since.
The metrics, you just mentioned 12 million downloads, if I understand, but how is your retention? How many active users do you have?
Yeah, so right now we have more than 2 million monthly active users. So basically, I'm talking about players that play the games. I'm not talking about the artists who make the games, because we actually have currently more than 80 games in production right now, and that's our bottleneck. We cannot manage more than that right now, and it's more than enough for this at this point of time. Getting artists is easy. Growing the players base is another key of our business. We have this cross-promotion platform that we don't want to release the players once we get them, and that's how the business grows, actually. So thank you for your time. If you have any more questions, please come after me after this. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tomas Kazlauskas, and I am from PennFishing.com. Hey, buddy, how's the catch? The fact is that most anglers experience exactly the same results in fishing as this guy just did, even if they are fishing not on the stage, but in some body of water. It happens so because fish behavior is not easy to predict. It depends on so many factors that are really difficult to interpret for most of anglers. Our solution for that is a social network for anglers with catch analysis and personalized insights. Angler catches a fish, shares basic information with community, and then PennFishing.com does all the dirty work, analyzes catch database, finds patterns of fish behavior, and provides quality insights that will guarantee much higher chances of success in fishing. But wait, there are more benefits. PennFishing.com saves anglers time and money too. There are 200 million anglers globally. 55 million of them are in US only. US market capitalization is $60 billion US. So as our target market, we chose USA. We plan to enter it through Ohio State. We chose Ohio State because there is the highest density of anglers here. And this is the factor why there is easier and cheaper to create better value for average angler. And there is also less competitor activity. As our pilot market, we chose Lithuania. We launched our product about a year ago. During this period, we acquired 22,000 users and growing at average 35% per month rate and having a 29% retention rate. Our business model is freemium. We predict we'll have 4% of paying users, and monthly fee will be $6 US. Our major competitor is mobile app FishBrain. They have 750K users, and they're currently active in Florida State. Other competitors are old-fashioned, forum and article-driven, and very time-consuming websites. And we are easy to use, especially for non-hardcore, non-analytic thinking angler. I'm CEO at PennFishing.com, and I'm an IT entrepreneur too. I was co-founder of one of the biggest social websites in Lithuania, and I had a successful exit. Other part of the team is well-balanced, competent, and loyal. We are working together for more than 2 years. And we are negotiating a term sheet with Practica Capital right now. They have committed $200K US, and we are raising for $200K more. With this money, we plan to keep looking for better product market fit, to acquire 180,000 users in Ohio State, and to do pilot for monetization. So, let's share, learn, and catch more. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you talk a bit more about the market size? Because it feels like a pretty niche product, and I just wonder how big the market would be.
I can return to the slide about market. Okay, there is the numbers, the figures. The global market is 200 million total anglers globally, and there are 55 million in USA. And this market is growing. A couple of years ago, there was only 40 million.
60 billion, what does it mean?
60 billion, we could split into two parts. 30% of them are directly related to fishing, and 70% are not directly related, like travel expenses, lodging, and so on.
We have this Lithuanian saying, žvejys melagas, all fishers are liars.
Okay.
So where's exact? Do you really think that there is incentive for the fishermen to share the best spots?
Yes, I can describe it. The main motive for angler to share a catch is desire to brag and compete. There are main drivers to do that. So we need to acquire a big enough number of anglers to get enough catches per day to create value for every visitor of our website. But there is enough. We just need to do some gamification and podium outside somewhere to let them to stand out with their catches, to get likes, shares, and comments. And we have we have split it into some channels and measured that. And yes, these assumptions are true. Anglers like to add more catches after they are commented or after anglers are followed by someone else.
So how are you thinking about customer acquisition strategy? I mean, the Fishbrain has done a number of media deals with Bauer and the likes, who's got like a number of magazines in the US market, for example. How will you compete with them, given that they have, quite a lot more users than you do at this point?
We are focusing on a bit different strategy. Like we would compete through our competitive advantage. Yeah, it was like you can see what provides Fishbrain. There is some screenshots in background. So you have to be really hardcore and really analytic thinking to get value from these data, from graphs like this. They are really not actionable. So we put that into middle layer. And the higher layer is what is explained here. We just give a user what they want. The closest water bodies where the fish should buy today, depending on the data we logged and analyzed in database.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Martin, introducing Sorry as a Service. We're a SaaS solution enabling companies to improve the way they say sorry and retain their customers. We all know the feeling of great customer service. I remember growing up in Norway, Mr. Larsen, my family's bank manager. What made Mr. Larsen special were the personal touches. Whenever there was an issue, he wouldn't just resolve it. He'd go the extra mile. He'd apologize to rebuild the relationship. He'd send our favorite box of chocolates. Scaling companies today cannot have Mr. Larsens. But they're losing $338 billion annually due to bad customer experiences and complaints. They're not investing in the emotional relationship after a complaint. Though there is a shift occurring, and companies in the forefront are realizing it makes a lot more sense to invest in these relationships than acquiring new customers. And Sorry as a Service is enabling this. We're bringing back Mr. Larsen-style customer service. We're scaling the personal touch using machine learning and customer analytics. We integrate with CRM systems and then construct a complete customer profile using CRM, email, and social media data, but then allow the customer support agent to send a personalized and physical apology we know will resonate with that customer. Every sorry is tracked and the successes are fed back in to optimize our engine. This works. Since last year, TransferWise has been A/B testing our system. And their data has shown some great results. Not only that we can improve the retention rate by 35%, but much more excitingly, that we increase the customer value by 12 times. A great apology doesn't only retain customers, it upsells and rebuilds the relationship. For every 10 euros spent in our platform, we are delivering 32 euros of value back. This is real ROI. And companies are getting incredibly excited about our results and our solution. And in the 2 months since joining StarterWise, guys, we've gone from 2 test partners to 20 companies across Europe, including Tele2, Tallink, and Microsoft. Our business is simple. We charge recurringly per month per company, in addition taking a commission for every sorry sent through our partners. Our cross-Baltic team has experience in retention, analytics, and support. And we're now raising a substantial seed round of up to 500,000 to enable to grow our development, establish in the UK, but much more importantly, to be able to serve our growing pipeline. We're finding our companies are recommending us, and we're already, with little sales investments, have a pipeline of nearly 30 companies we have to scale to support. If you'd like to help with investment or joining us, please come and find me. My name is Martin McGloin, and we are Sorry as a Service. Thank you.
Hi, Martin.
Hi.
Good pitch. I know you a little bit, so I'm going to ask one of the hard questions. How do you scale not only sending boxes of chocolates and in local markets? Because you have TransferWise who does things all over Europe, and it might not only be chocolate that's good enough.
Yeah. So the question is, how do we scale our apology network of partners? Yeah. It's so to deliver these moments, these surprises, it's very important that we have quality products that are sent out. And what we're looking for is really more niche, local, artisanry kind of suppliers. And what we've learned a lot from is looking at the Groupon story. And we've been talking to one of the managers from the Groupon rollout across the UK. How do they build up very rapidly relationships with lots of small local businesses that are not part of a chain? And that's how we're planning to approach this.
How you determine when the sorry is, is timely and required? I mean, like, usually with large enterprises, that's a big issue. I mean, they would love this service, or even like the service which will allow them to prevent sending a sorry so that you actually can correct what you are doing wrong. Mm-hmm. But the problem is that the IT landscape is super fragmented. Like data resides in tens of different systems. Very hard to actually understand the full customer's journey and understand when you should apologize, because it's just, you don't have the transparency on that.
Yes. So you said, how do we do it?
Yeah, how do you do it? Because it feels like
So you're very right that the market is incredibly crowded within retention, like churn prediction. But where we focus and where we put in our analytics optimization is when there is a complaint, and we already know that the complaint has a high likelihood of churn. We optimize how do you respond to that based on how the success rate has been before. So when at the moment you receive a complaint, we've already classified the email. We know based on your volumes, how has customers been through this complaint process before? Are they at high or low likelihood of churn? And then we recommend what to do next.
So which suppliers do you have on your platform today?
So we have a couple. So we're trialing both the physical items in themselves, but what's actually a lot more exciting we're looking at as well is experiences. So we have quite a few in the UK. We have a couple of local chocolateries across the country that can ship, and it's a great value proposition for them because the local supplier gets a quick and steady access to customs. But we're also partnering with restaurants, local cinemas, a couple of art house cinemas, and looking at other experiences. So we send a card and we say, hey, Tele2 is really sorry. Go to this restaurant and they will treat you. There's no financial value. It's all about the experience.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, guys. So my slides contain 2 colors, red and green. And with red, we want to make you hungry. And with green, we want to make you end the day positively. Plate culture. Sorry, that's some technical Plate culture. Plate culture is a marketplace for foodies to dine out at local people's homes. We create experiences. So let me tell you how it works in just one case scenario. Vita is a Lithuanian living in KL, in Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia. She's not a professional chef, but she knows how to cook šaltibarščiai. She learned from her parents, and she knows it well. She created a profile on plate culture. She listed what she can cook. She put the photos where she lives, how it looks, how the food looks like. She set the price. And everyone who travels in Malaysia or locals who live in Malaysia, they can request to book the dinner at Vita's place. And now every day we get new chef profile. And we have now 234. And here is Kuala Lumpur. This is the map of our chefs. In KL, there is no restaurant network that has this kind of density. So what are the benefits to be the chef? You can own the restaurant instead of owning one. You can meet new people. You can share your passion for food. And actually, you can earn money. You set the price. You set what you want to earn. And for those who are traveling or are locals, you can try authentic food. You can have cooking classes. You can go to supper clubs or even to meetups about food. So now we're focusing to Asia because food is amazing there. Our primary countries are Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Philippines, and we're expanding more and more. Our product is ready to be global. You just find on our platform, you book it, and you enjoy it. So since last year, November, the growth is like this. We're growing quite well, and now we have over 3,000 members. We have 1,000 people who actually experienced plate culture. But to grow more, we're ready to launch apps. We have Android ready and iOS in development. In upcoming months, we're going to release it, and to make it more convenient, more instant to book at locals. We have passionate chefs. They are amazing, and they love plate culture. This is the amazing team that is ready to take this challenge, and we want to share the passion for food with everyone.
Thank you. Is your target market in terms of the people booking these local experiences the tourists? And then if so, what sort of repeat or recurrence rates can you expect? Can it be that it's used once per year, or will it be something which actually can be used more like once per month?
Mm-hmm. So now we actually focus on locals, but you actually can travel within your country. So in Malaysia, we find that African food is really popular. They want to try it out. As a Lithuanian profile is really, really active. People want to try something new. We think we can actually build a community of chefs that big that the variety will be really enormous. And you just would be interested to go and try so many new chefs because each chef has something different. It has something new to offer. And even to go second time at the same chef, you will get something new.
Because you don't really know who you are going, so how do you address that?
So once the profile is public, we ask the chef, could you cook the first dinner for free? And in every city that we operate, we have ambassadors. Ambassador visits the home, experiences the food, and gives us a review and all the details about what kind of experience it is. So we also create kind of a badge that this is verified by plate culture. From legal perspective, there are laws in Malaysia and Singapore and in other countries which allow for up to 15 people to cook commercially, and there is no need to do anything else. So from the legal side, we're kind of okay and safe. When we go to the Western world, I think we'll have kind of challenges, but the idea is so great that we think we can make it as a trend.
On the platform as well, so there is no risk of,
Yes. Yeah. So you book in advance. Usually book 1 week or even 2 weeks in advance. You pay through our system. So we actually make safe even the chef that we know about the guest, what is his name, last name. We secure the money, and after dinner happens, we transfer the money to the chef. And our business model is based on the transaction, on commission rate.
Quick question, given that. You talked a little bit about the ambassadors and the community.
Yeah.
How do you work with them and how do you sort of incentivize them to sort of spread the word a bit more?
So they love actually also experience plate culture. They want to go to people's home and actually to build the network of ambassadors, it's quite easy. We have learned it and it's actually growing really naturally. So yeah, they enjoy having actually free dinner, free meeting with people, and they can enjoy to be part of plate culture too. Thank you.